Alright, fellas and fellas, I'm gonna get right into it. I just finished playing Treasure of Nadia, and throughout the entire time I was playing, with the ancient temple puzzles, I'm saying for the people who play the game, with the ancient temple puzzles, them junks are complicated. So I was on YouTube the whole time, finding stuff out, puzzles and whatnot. I was doing all that, so I could find out what to do. And once you watch enough videos or a certain thing, YouTube will recommend you stuff and whatnot. And all through I was playing, I never got recommended a tier list of any of the girls. It was so confusing to me. No one made a tier list on any other girls in Treasure of Nadia. I searched it up, I didn't see it. So I guess I should be the one to do it. I am him. I enjoyed this game. This quality's gonna be scuffed. I'm a scuffed enjoyer of Treasure of Nadia. That's where I'm at right now. Now, mind you, this whole thing is gonna be spoiler free. This whole video is gonna be spoiler free. I'm gonna be slurring my words because I'm gonna be talking fast. I can't help myself. It's gonna be spoiler free, so I'm not gonna go that in depth into characters. Like, I'm not gonna spoil anything. I want you guys to play this experience yourself. The game's great. The game is fantastic. As you can tell by my name, my quality may be scuffed, but I enjoyed it quite a bit. This game is fantastic. I'm gonna start off with Aaliyah. She's like the girl next door type. You don't meet her until the game starts. Like, the main character does not know her. I really liked her progression, and she's vital to the story. She's very vital. She's not S tier for me because sometimes I found her to be a bit blah. Like, she didn't need to be there all the time. I really didn't care for her in certain scenes. Well, I won't say I didn't care for her. Like, she didn't need to be in certain scenes, and I'd be okay with it. But yeah, she's like A. Aaliyah's very good. She's an A for Aaliyah. She's very good. I like Aaliyah. Everything about her is pretty good. Next we should go with Claire, I guess. Claire, she started off C tier. She started off C tier real bad. Like, until you get like half her hearts, she was very C tier. Even when you got more than half of her hearts, like when like I had all of her hearts at one point, she was still acting up. She was very bitchy. She's a very bitchy character. She has a reason for being bitchy, so it's not too bad. But like, she was a very bitchy character. But she has a lot of progression. She's a great character. Her backstory, everything about her, and the way she acts is very justified. So she's being an A as well. You're gonna see how this works. Emily. Emily's gonna be our first S. Now Emily is just the shop girl. She works at the shop type beat. Most of these not safe for games have a shop girl. If there's some type of grind to them, she's that type of girl. But she's a genius. Emily is so smart. So I'm gonna spoil Lust Epidemic a bit. Lust Epidemic is a game before Treasure of Nadia. If you didn't know, now you know, nigga. But yeah, Emily is a genius, dude. So unless Epidemic, the main character and his cast of girls discover an aphrodisiac that is amazing. So in Treasure Nadia, the sequel to Lust Epidemic, basically, they're making profit off of it. They're selling it very good. But Emily's like, I can make this better than you guys can. And yeah. Well, no, she doesn't make it better than they can, but she makes it. She reverse engineers it by herself, by herself, mind you. She doesn't have a whole team. She does not have a group of scientists working with her. The only other person that really works with her is Jessica, and the main character. And she does that junk. She's gonna give you a lot of profit in the game. This is a bit spoilery, but it's not too bad. She's gonna give you a lot of profit in the game. Emily is like S tier. She's very much S tier. She's a great character. She's fantastic. Speaking of another great character, Jessica. I'm conflicted to put her in S, but I think she's perfect in A because I don't really like how that end segment of the game did her. It didn't do her wrong. It felt a bit forced in my opinion. But she's an A. She is very vital to the gameplay, and she offers you a lot of benefits. And she's a great character as well. She's pretty vital, and I actually look forward to seeing her a lot of the times. And she's like a straight man almost. Like, she's like denying everything, declining stuff like about the situation and whatnot. But she's a great character, and she helps with Emily, so that automatically puts her higher than others. She should really be right here for doing it like that. Yeah, she should be right there. Then we have Kaylee. Her name's Kaylee or Kaylee Haley. See, I can't remember that much. She's a B. She's the protagonist's sister. She contributes somewhat. She's a part of a story, but like, it feels weird. Like, they don't even acknowledge that they have the same dad. Like, they acknowledge they have the same mom, obviously. Obviously, it's one of those games. You're gonna see the scenes, but like, they don't acknowledge they have the same dad at all. It's a bit strange. It's very odd to me. I think it's because Patreon doesn't like cest on their sites or whatnot, so it's like it doesn't. It's not really there, but it's there. but she's not bad. But she like the game could exist without her, and nothing would change. Like she really doesn't change nothing in the game, like at all. The game could very much exist without Kaylee, Haley, whatever her name is. But she's fine. She's a fine character. They could have done more of her. Her backstory and why she's kind of the way she is early on is very good. Like it's very sweet almost. It's sweet, but like in a white person way. I'm not trying to be racist, but like it's very much for white people. But like I'm black, I enjoyed it, dude. I can't be too judgmental. But yeah, she's just a B. Next we have Naomi. Naomi has to go S. Like even if you don't like Naomi, she has to go S. She gets a plot moving. She makes you, for everyone step out of their shells. Well, technically someone else makes someone else step makes the character step out of their shells, but Naomi is like her. Naomi's the is her. And her story is supreme. It's fantastic, really. It's very good. Her story is very good. It also almost makes me want to put another tier because it's so good. But yeah, Naomi is very good. She helps for characters a lot. She's just there. Like you think she's just some vixen, some cougar or whatever. No, dude. She is way more than that. She has a lot more to contribute besides her body. I have to say that for a lot of her characters. A lot of them have a lot more to contribute besides their body, except for I'm gonna get to that later. Well, and but like I like her though, so I'm kind of biased. But yeah, the game wouldn't be the same without Naomi, not at all. She is a major part of this. And if you play the game, you'll see why. She's a major part. Madeline, S tier. If I'm gonna do S tiers like this, I'm gonna do it like that. This is kind of like I'm ordering it. Madeline's S tier. Let's get this out the way. She is S tier. She's the reason why. Well, I think yeah, she's the reason why the Genesis order exists. I'm assuming I haven't played it yet. I'm playing it right after this video, mind you. Right after I finish editing this video, it's 9 p.m. Right after I finish editing this video, making a thumbnail, all that, I'm getting on the Genesis order. It just finished downloading as well. She's the reason why it exists. I'm not gonna spoil much about her, but if you played Lust Epidemic, it took place in like a Catholic school or whatever, and there was a nun and priest and whatnot. So I'm assuming NLT Media likes Catholic stuff, like for Catholic girl, the nun fetish. She's a mother superior, and man, she is a great character. I literally love Madeline. Like once I love her, I love her. Whenever I'm doing anything for another girl, I'm thinking, when am I gonna see Madeline again? When am I gonna get some Madeline content? It really wasn't enough Madeline content for me, but since Genesis Order exists, maybe there's more Madeline content. I cannot wait for that. She's a top tier character. I can't recall if she was in Lust Epidemic, but I loved her in Treasure of Nadia. I'll tell her right now. Her brother was in Lust Epidemic. I think I know who he was. I think he's a priest who got those two girls pregnant. Not sure. She has a lot of story. She is jam packed full of story. Another character is jam packed full of story. Sophia Vesper. Sophia Vesper. I'm gonna put her behind. No, her and Naomi are equal. Man, Sophia Vesper. I really can't get into her without spoiling the entire game, which is crazy. But she is great, dude. Sophia Vesper is amazing. Like she is top tier. Like her story is great, man. Like I can't say much about it. Her story is great. That's all there is to it. You'll play and find out her story is great. Don't play this game for the scenes alone. Play it for the story. It'll get you a lot more. Like the drama is there. The story is there. Next we have Janet, aka the mom character. The mom character has to exist in every one of these games where it's possible. She fits. Janet's the one that fits. She has the kind of a drunk mom stereotype. She's drinking a lot of wine. She's lonely. She needs somebody type beat. You know, so, what's it called? Summertime Saga type beat. All those type of games type beat. You know, even Koikatsu games, stuff like that. For Rent-B games, you guys know. If you play these games, you know. Yeah, she has that type beat. She's a lot more needy than Valerie was from Lust Epidemic. Like she needs somebody. Like Valerie felt forced almost a little bit, but no, Janet just felt perfect. These two characters, they collide so well. Then we have Diana. I call her Diane in my head, but her name's Diana if I recall correctly. Diana is top of B. And it's not because she contributes a lot to the game. You're going to get most of your money from her. She's going to be for a reason why her plot progresses a lot. But once you get to her backstory somewhat, you realize, yeah, she's not that great of a girl, but she's still a good girl, but not a great girl. Lastly, Priscilla. Alright, lastly, we have Priscilla, C tier. Y'all saw I put her in C tier like almost immediately. That's because she doesn't contribute anything to the game at all. She's just like a place to spend some in-game currency. That's all she really offers is like her body. Like her story is not there at all. She's not really required. I don't dislike her or anything. I actually like. If I had to, I always see like I'm stuttering. I'm speaking over myself. I'm not editing this out neither because I'm terrible at editing. But like, man, if I was doing this purely off of lust base, she'd be S tier. I already showed you guys that list before, but like she's C and everything else, like character and all that, she's a C. She really exists to make a character who's not white because look, all these characters are pretty much white except for Naomi and Priscilla, who's Asian. She has that East Asian thing going on. You know, a lot of those games have those East Asian stereotypes going on. They're either based in Japan or they have those Chinese, Asian girls, Korean girls. You know what I'm talking about. Yeah, she exists purely for the fetish. She has nothing more to offer besides her fetish. And like even her dialogue is entirely like it's sort of offensive. I'm not offended by it, but you could see why someone would be offended by it. She doesn't offer much in character at all or story at all. She does give you money, but she gives you money like late game to the point where it's not even relevant really. So yeah, she's very much C tier, bottom of the barrel, just exists type beat. So S we have Madeline, Naomi, Sophia, Emily, Jessica, Claire, Aaliyah, Janet, your mom, Diana, Kaylee, your sister, Tasha, barmaid, and I don't know why I said barmaid, and Priscilla, masseuse. That gives you, that tells you everything you need to know. Masseuse, Asian, tells you everything you need to know. Yeah, man, that's about it, man. Well, there is one more character. I don't know why they didn't put him on this list, but like, it's a character I'm gonna put on this list. I guess since this came out 2020, they didn't have him, but it's 2024 now. The game's complete. I'm gonna put them on the list. No, I had to go out my way to put this character on the list. I have no clue why they're not on the list. You probably can see him poking out the corner a little bit. I don't care. Here he is. Here he is. Freaking Sam, dude. Let me get this out the way right now. Without Sam, the game wouldn't be. There would be no happy ending in this game. No happy ending at all. Without Sam, there would be no happy ending. We get it. He's married to Naomi, so you kind of get what's going on. Naomi's a free spirit. Sam is not. You can kind of guess what's going NTR and cuck holding all of that. No, he is not a cuck or none of that. Dog just he's so apathetic. But when he wants to do something, he will do it. When he wants to count, when he wants to contribute, he will contribute. Like I said, without Sam, game would have no happy ending. I'm putting him top of the list. Top of the fucking list. Sam is him. Sam is the best girl. Honestly, make a reverse Treasure Nadia where freaking the main character doesn't come back. It's just Sam, and instead of having Edie, he gets his bags with all the girls. Make that a Treasure Nadia because Sam is literally him. I'll say it once again. Sam is him. I'm not gonna post any spoilers. Spoiler. Hopefully, when I hear that audio, that makes me post a spoiler, like a clip of one. But spoiler. But yeah, Sam is Sam, man. Sam is Sam. That's about it for you. I know this video is terrible. Audio is probably terrible. Editing's probably god awful. Thumbnail's probably even worse. But I just want to make this, man. It's fun for me. I like Treasure of Nadia. I'm gonna make another one for Genesis Order. I'll make one for a lot of not safe for work games I'm playing. Summertime Saga. I would say something unlimited, but that's just DC characters. So that'd just be a DC character tier list. But yeah, man. I don't think this is gonna get any views at all. I don't think YouTube's gonna promote an algorithm or anything. I'm probably just gonna look back on this video in like 5 years when I'm like 30. Well, now in 5 years I want to be 30, but you know, I'm saying 30 instead of 30, whatever. I'm just gonna look back on this in a few years and be like, yeah, Treasure Nadia is fun. I'm gonna replay it again for like the third time. Yeah, man, that's all it is to it. I'm scuffed. I enjoy games. You should watch them.